Welcome back to the Beans and Rice Review. So what I'm going to do today is I'm going to make two kinds of salsa. I'm going to make a red and I'm going to make a green. I'm going to make it with the charred. This one's going to be with tomatillos and the other one's going to be with these Marzano tomatoes. I got garlic, I got onions, and I got two kinds of peppers. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take one of each pan here. And I'm going to do the red salsa in this one, the green salsa in this one. I'm going to blend it up and make it like I don't know what kind of exactly where it's from, but I know there's a restaurant I used to go to in Los Angeles. Since the 70s I've been going. It's called the Talpa. It's at Pico and Bundy. Good food, poor parking. Anyway, I'm going to try and make something that resembles their salsa, which is like out of this world. I obviously won't be able to compare to the taste. So what I'm going to do next, I'm going to clean up all this stuff. I'm going to lay it out in these pans. I've never used my oven before. I figured I'd have to clean it if I used it. So I turned it on. I got it working. Check it out. Isn't that fancy? Anyway, I got it on broil. So I'm going to broil it and char the stuff and then zip it up. So it's not really a cooking show. I don't profess to be any kind of great cook, but I like to eat stuff that's fresh and make it myself. And I don't like any processed food. So away we go. I'll pick it up when I got the stuff in the pan. So I got the red sauce here. I got the tomatoes, the Marzano tomatoes. I got some garlic. I got the peppers and onions. And on this side, I got the tomatillos. I got the same combination. I'm going to put the cilantro in after and keep it, I'm not going to bake it. And then I just want to say one thing about the garlic. When you're picking out garlic, if you get garlic that's got roots on it, that means it didn't come from somewhere that's got different like it's generally local or reasonably local or something, because that they can harbor pests or whatever that can be taken internationally. So if this stuff got to be shipped from continents far away and grown God knows how, they've got to blast all the roots off. So that's just something. So I picked this because it still had the roots. So that's it. So I'm going to pop them in the oven now on broil, and then we're going to see how they come out. Okay, so now as you can see, we got a nice little char on the top. Nice little char. Actually, you know what I did is I put the cilantro in, and I tried to keep it down so it didn't burn too much. I just figured so everything's been cooked. I don't know, I don't even know. Just sort of idiosyncrasy maybe on my part. Anyway, you can see it's all been roasted up. Apparently tomatoes have some enzymes and there's some things in the vitamin compounds, beneficial compounds, that when you cook them, they become much more beneficial. But I'm not a superfood type expert. Anyway, I'm really thinking this has come out nice, so I'm going to let it cool now. And then I'll be popping it into the blender. I got this Vitamix, I rolled it out. It's like, usually I use this one here because I don't make that much. Anyway, I had this old Vitamix around, commercial even. I don't even know where I got it, but it looks like it'll be the one. Then I'm going to put it in these glass things. I use these, I just bought two more, ordered them. And I use them all the time for the rice and the beans and stuff. I really like them. Put them in the fridge, it keeps the food really good. You can see what's in there, which is a big bonus. And I bought this today at Canadian Tire, I couldn't resist. So I'm gonna pour it from the blender into this and then use this thing for no other reason than I just bought it. Anyway, that's the plan, and I will get back to you as soon as this stuff cools down. We're going to do what I did is I gave them both a stir, and this one, and so I'm going to put them both back in again and let the heat break them down a little more, so they need even less blending. And I certainly, especially this one, and I don't want to put them in a blender while they're hot because you're just begging for an accident. Something happened, you got red hot stuff. So I'm going to put them back in and let the oven break them down. And I haven't put any salt or anything on them yet. So I think I'm going to wait. I'll salt them after this next cooking round. Green salsa is out. It's all baked up. In my opinion, done to perfection. So I'm going to let it cool down. And then of course it keeps cooking while it cools. And I think we're on to something big here. So then, we'll get back to when the red one comes out. That's lovely. These are nice. And then tomatoes there's a little bit of substance to them still. They're cooked up, they've got a nice, everything's got a nice char to it. I think I'm going to take them out now. And we'll let those cool down. Now what I also did is I popped these into here. So I'm going to use them to go into the blender from here, and as you can see, look at this. So anyway, well let's, I'm going to have to, I decided to blend them in my Austerizer Classic. It reminds me of the one we had when I was a kid. Now let's just, let's make sure see what happens. quite a situation. Don't, uh-oh. We'll give them a little tweak. Come on now. That should be good. Let's check it out. That's pretty good. That's what it looks like. It's not your basic, that's what it looks like. I'm pretty happy with that. All right, put that on, seal it up when it gets, and then we'll do the red one and just there we go. Uh-oh, you know what, I'm gonna have to do it with this thing off because I'm gonna use two hands. The big one. So we're gonna fire both of these things up. Here we go. Yeah. Sorry for the camera work, but I can't. I don't have a cameraman. And that's looking pretty good. All right, boom. And we roll down here, and we pour it in here, and there we have it. Hey, what's going beep, beep, beep? Something's going beep. I don't know what I've done. Oh, maybe it's because there's an onion on the stovetop. Well, anyway, you get the idea. I'll have to sort that out. So anyway, what we have here is we have the green and we have the red. Green got a little bit. Anyway, thanks for watching. Stay tuned for the beans and rice that's going to go on, or bust out the chips. A quick epilogue now. This is Irish sea salt. So I'm hitting them both with some salt. Give them both a little bit of salt, helps preserve them. They're going to be well preserved. Lots of acid in tomatoes and even more acid in tomatillos. And I mean, you know. Anyway, maybe we'll do a canning show next. Who knows?